Hey everybody, today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make homemade chicken and dumplings. This is going to be a quick and easy version. I already did a chicken dumpling recipe using flat dumplings, so I thought I'd bring you a different recipe. So I have here 1.5 cups of self-rising flour, and then I have 2 tablespoons of butter. I'm using my fingers to crumble the butter and the flour together. I'm using salted butter, and if you're using unsalted butter, you would need to add a half a teaspoon of salt to the flour. So I have 3/4 of a cup of whole milk, and I'm just going to mix all this together. I'm just using a spoon. I just want to mix it till it comes together, and it's going to make a nice sticky dough. So it's coming together, looks like a biscuit dough, and I'm just gonna cover this, set it aside. So I'm using the ceramic Dutch oven from Terre. You can check out Terre in the description box. I love their cookware. So I'm heating up a few tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil at the bottom of my ceramic Dutch oven. So I see that the oil's beginning to shimmer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add my chicken breast. I have here 1 3/4 pound of chicken breast that I cut up into about 1-inch pieces. I'm not going to dump all of it in because I don't want to drop the temperature of the Dutch oven. So I'm going to spread the chicken out, and I am going to season the chicken while it's in the bottom of our Dutch oven. So I have here some Creole seasoning. Just going to shake it over just a little bit. And I'm seasoning this to taste. Chili powder. I'm adding approximately 2 teaspoons of everything. Coarsely ground black pepper. Paprika, and then I'm going to add in about 1.5 teaspoons of kosher salt. Well, about a half a teaspoon. I'm going to turn the heat down, and I'm going to give everything a stir. Just make sure that all the chicken is coated with all those spices. So I'm going to be continuing cooking this on medium-high heat. I'm going to cook this for about 5 minutes. Until the chicken is almost completely cooked through, and then I'm going to remove it from the pot. Okay, so it's been going for about 5.5 minutes, and the chicken's almost completely cooked through. And I've been just keeping my flame fluctuating between medium to medium high. I just kept it really hot, so that way it didn't stop frying, but also you don't want to have it too hot because you don't want everything to burn. So I'm going to put the rest of my chicken into the pot, and I'm going to season it the same way, cook it the same way. So my second batch of chicken has been going for about 5 minutes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dump the chicken that I cooked before. So all the chicken's cooking together. And I'm going to put in 1 large onion that I just sort of roughly sliced. So I'm going to break the onion down, and I'm just going to allow this to cook together for about 3 minutes. So I've been cooking the onions with the chicken together for about 3 minutes now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to toss in some garlic. You can totally change up all your spices and things. If you want to add bell peppers to this, you could. So I'm going to add about 2 heaping tablespoons of minced garlic. I'm going to stir that together. I'm going to let this go for about 30 seconds. So I'm going to add about 4 cups of chicken stock, but I'm going to be using bouillon. So you can use chicken stock, or you can use the adequate amount of bouillon to give you 4 cups of stock. So I'm going to add 4 cups of water to my bouillon here. So I poured in some water that I brought to a boil in my kettle, so everything will come to a boil quickly here. So it's beginning to come to a boil, And I'm going to let this cook. I'm going to cover it. I'm going to let this cook on medium-high heat for about 10 minutes. So keep in mind, we've already cooked the chicken breast partway through, so it's not going to take long. So we'll be back. So my chicken's been going for 15 minutes. I'm going to remove the lid. So I turned off the heat for a moment. I'm going to turn my heat to medium-high. So I have my flame on medium-high right now. So I'm going to give everything a stir. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make my drop dumplings. Now I don't really particularly like my dumplings to be big, but you can shape them however, you know, how big you want them to be. So I'm going to just drop all my dumplings in. So I have all my dumplings rolled, and I'm going to stir everything one good time. And then I'm going to cover this and let this go for exactly 15 minutes on medium high. And then we have a couple more things to add to this. Okay, so my dumplings have cooked for 15 minutes, and I turn off the heat and I allow everything to sit for like 10 minutes. So I got the flame back on medium-high heat. So I'm going to add a few more ingredients. So I'm going to add 1.5 cups of cream of chicken, and this is my homemade cream of chicken. I will post the link in the description box if you're interested in how to make homemade cream of chicken. And I have here 1 cup of thawed. This is mixed vegetables. It's frozen peas, carrots, corn, and potatoes. So I'm going to mix all this together, and I'm going to bring this up to a gentle boil. So it's beginning to come to a boil. So I have here like 1/2 cups of fresh broccoli florets, and I cut off the larger parts of the stem and sort of cut the florets in half. So everything is becoming back to a boil, so I'm going to go ahead and turn my heat off. And I'm going to stir in the broccoli, and I'm going to let this sit covered for about a minute. And I'm going to go ahead and turn off the heat. The residual heat will make the broccoli get tender, but I like to be able to taste the broccoli. I don't want it to be completely like mush. So I'm going to cover this, and then we'll be back to show you a close-up. So here is the chicken and dumplings. Please subscribe to my channel and select all notifications by hitting the bell if you're new to my channel. So I'm going to go ahead and scoop some of this up. It smells so good. It looks so good. And I love all the different vegetables. Now you definitely can make this vegetarian. You know, you could get rid of the meat, use vegetable stock, and you know, use something like mushrooms and lentils. So let's give it a taste. It's piping hot. Wow. Absolutely delicious. The chicken is really tender. The dumplings really absorb all that flavor from my homemade cream of chicken. It's really fantastic. It's really hearty, full of flavor. Please give this recipe a try. And it's really quick and easy to throw together. Perfect for when you want something for your family. Please hit the thumbs up, leave a comment, share this video, add it to your playlist, and don't forget to follow me on social media. And I hope every last one of you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are remaining safe and healthy from all the stuff that's going on, and sending you guys positive energy. Please remember to live and be well, and thanks for watching.